There was a lot of speculation about you potentially going into the administration as Treasury Secretary. Was that a job you were interested in? Did you turn that job down?
So first of all, welcome everybody. It's a thrill to be back here. We started this a little over 2 years ago, and for all of you here who have been helping out Detroit, you should be very proud of what you've accomplished. And I've always been quite public about that I don't think I'm suited to be Secretary of Treasury. I love what I do. I'm not ready to do something else, and I think I can add a lot of value to America just doing what I'm doing.
Well, there we go. That's the answer. So when I look now, as recently as September, when I look back at when you were talking about sort of what you thought the next administration would be, and this is before we knew the outcome of the election, you said you thought it would be very difficult for Wall Street guys to get confirmed and to get in. And now we look at sort of the landscape we have. We have several Wall Street figures, some of whom you know very well, including Gary Cohn from Goldman Sachs, Rex Tillerson from ExxonMobil, Steve Mnuchin. Mm-hmm. When you're looking at that cast of people, what do you think they're going to bring to the administration that's different? What's new that they're going to bring in terms of experience? Is this a good thing?
Yeah. So obviously I was dead wrong about that you're not going to see a Wall Street person in Washington anytime soon, but you had a complete upheaval. The Republicans are in charge, and the Republicans have not been anti-business the way that you've seen the Democrats largely be anti-business for years. I think if you are going to be a president, you should have the best people sitting around the table. I think it's a mistake for the American public to constantly be told that if you work for an oil company, you work for a bank, you work for this, that automatically makes you bad. You want the best team. And so, honestly, I think it's a good thing. I think a lot of these people are very qualified people who are patriots. They're going to want to help the country. They're not going to try to help their former company. That's not what they're going to try to do. These are people of deep knowledge that hopefully will do a great job.
Do you think that now when you look at that sort of shift in terms of Wall Street, that this is a bit of a reset moment for the industry more broadly in terms of what the American people are expecting or what they're likely to see?
I think it's a reset moment for how businesses can be treated. So I've always believed, 145 million people work in America. 125 million work for private enterprise. 20 million work for government. Okay, and we hold them in very high regard, firemen, sanitation, police, teachers. But, if you didn't have the 125, you couldn't pay for the other 20. So I think business is a huge positive element to society. And, for years it's been, beaten down as if they're terrible people or something like that. So I think it's a good reset. Detroit is a perfect example that you see where civic society, not-for-profits here, government, business, working together to improve the lives of American citizens. So yeah, I think the reset has a chance to do the same thing. If you can duplicate in what you're doing in Detroit all around the country, you're going to have a huge renaissance.